Hi, I'm Terry Tucker, author of Sustainable Excellence 10 Principles to Leading Your Uncommon and Extraordinary Life, and a featured author in Perspectives on Cancer Stories of Healing, Hope, and Resilience. Also, look for my new book, which will be released later this year, titled Four Truths and a Lie. Welcome to another edition of Sustainable Excellence Extras. Today, I'd like to tell you a story about the legacy of Milton Hershey. Milton Hershey, the epitome of the American success story, knew about failure. As a boy, he went to work as a printer's apprentice. It didn't work out. Then he became an apprentice confectioner, where he fared better and began his long, difficult journey to success as candy maker to the world. For 5 years, he learned his trade, and in 1876, at age 19, he moved to Philadelphia to start his own candy business. Here, he learned that to get rich, he had to sell a lot of penny candy. He also discovered that it took a lot of pennies to pay the bills, especially the sugar bill. He worked hard for 6 years, but finally had to give up. He moved to Denver to work for another company. Then he tried again. He and his father started a candy company in Chicago. It failed. They went to New Orleans, where another venture failed. New York was next. It was another failure. After all these defeats, one would think that Milton Hershey would have gone into another line of work, or at least would have done what most of us do: work for someone else. But Mr. Hershey learned from his mistakes. He learned that failure isn't fatal. He learned that obstacles can be stepping stones. He learned that you never fail until you stop trying. Along the way, he learned many tricks of the confection trade and came up with some innovative ones because he was constantly experimenting with new formulas and processes. He began anew, opening the Lancaster Caramel Company in Pennsylvania in time for the Christmas trade. It was a success. Near the end of the century, he was able to sell the company for $1 million and embark on his greatest adventure. Armed with money and new methods for processing milk chocolate that he had developed, he perfected the Hershey's milk chocolate bar and other products. In 1903, he began building a factory that became the world's largest chocolate manufacturing plant. He planned and built a town around the factory where people would be happy to live and raise their families. In 1909, Hershey and his wife Catherine established the Milton Hershey School to provide a home and education for needy orphans. The Hersheys were unable to have children of their own, and in 1918, he turned over the bulk of his fortune, 99% of his personal wealth, to the M.S. Hershey Foundation, which supports the school. A failure with little book learning, Milton Hershey became an inventor, entrepreneur, industrialist, philanthropist, and humanitarian. When he died in 1945 at age 88, his name was known throughout the world for the delicious milk chocolate candy he made. Please leave me a comment about your thoughts on how important persistence is in leaving a lasting legacy. Your opinions and perspectives are valuable, and I'd appreciate hearing from you. Also, please head over to motivationalcheck.com to get your daily dose of inspiration and motivation. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.